Welcome back to World of Warcraft. Let's do some lore walking. Hopefully something interesting. Most importantly, something that actually matters. It's actually important in some way to the history of World of Warcraft. One thing that cannot be said to that Ecodome stuff. Honestly, I don't even want to talk about that shit anymore. I was so angry after the last episode. Mostly because it is just so... I mean, what even is it? There isn't anything that has any impact on anything. There is no reason for us to even be there. It's just, we went there after the big bad evil. We killed the big bad evil. And logic would dictate that we now leave and move on. I mean, we are the champion of Azeroth, going after the important things, right? Instead, we are there spending hours and hours picking flowers for some reason. Yeah, I mean, sure. Why not? Anyway, you didn't miss anything. I completed everything that is in the game. It looks like there is 2 more quest lines that are not unlocked yet. I can hardly wait for the rest. And it was just more of the exact same stuff. And then I did the world quest, which were quite literally the exact quests I just did. So, amazing stuff, I tell you. This is the most amazing content ever made. And with that, let's just leave patch 11.2 stuff behind us and have a chat with Lore Walker Cho and Mao.
Farewell.
I know this stuff was already added in patch 11.17. Still, to me, this is one of the most exciting things they added, and I'm quite happy I left it until last. Obviously, just because I expect it to be great doesn't mean it is great. We will see. There is 2 things that actually matter. Well, first of all, we have Salatath, which obviously matters, very important. We have the Aethereals. I mean, yeah, this obviously is about patch 11.2 and all. I don't really care too much. Seeing how completely nonsensical patch 11.2 is in terms of story, I don't know I care much about this, but we'll see what it actually contains. And then we have the Lich King. I mean, everyone knows the Lich King. This is what I know best. I have been active in Lich King and all, so I have read all the books. I know Arthas very well, so this is gonna be cool, but it's also not gonna be like, oh wow, I didn't know that, right? I think we're gonna start in order here with Salatath. Now, we did some quests quite a few episodes ago. I think I recorded it. I'm pretty sure I did. I think it was when I went after an item I needed for that motorcycle secret quest thing. And I ended up in BFA, and I ended up doing some quests which happened to be about Salatath, which took me by complete surprise. Because I honestly did not remember her being in the game. One reason for that is that I think I didn't play a Shadow Priest in Legion, because she initially got added as a blade, as an artifact weapon in Legion, and I think it was the weapon for Shadow Priests. So, yeah, we'll see what it contains, but it is theoretically possible that it will just be those BFA quests we already did. If so, I apologize not much we can do, but I hope there is more to it. I also hope this stuff is gonna be coherent. So they start with some intro and then explain, some narrator or something. I have no idea. Honestly, I should probably not expect too much, but let's see. Let's start.
The most cunning foes wait until you are desperate.
I got this
They offer solutions
thing up here.
you cannot afford to refuse. When the Burning Legion returned to our world, it was a desperate situation indeed. The heroes of Azeroth sought to arm themselves with the greatest weapons ever forged. Among these was Xalatath, the blade of the Black Empire. A high priest searched far and wide for the blade.
Alright, so I did not realize it would immediately start, honestly. So, yeah. I have this thing up here, so I can exit law walking. So it started with Legion and the Blade. I kind of hoped we would actually get that blade ourselves, but it was just some lore walker Joe story. I hope this is not what this is going to be, because if yes, this is going to be so disappointing.
Greetings.
Okay, so tell me more about the Legion invasion. Yeah, sure, not. Why not? Tell me more about... Wait.
It is a lengthy tale, but suffice it to say the Burning Legion is a horde of demons from other worlds, bent upon our utter destruction. They are led by the fallen titan Sargeras, a cosmic creature so powerful that it is difficult to imagine. The Legion has invaded our world several times, but this tale focuses on their third invasion.
Yeah, okay. Tell me more about the heroes of Azeroth arriving at the Battle of the Broken Shore. I assume this is probably going to be some Legion cinematic?
Eyes open. Always be learning.
That's quite literally the Legion cinematic, isn't it?
My son, a terrible darkness has returned to our world. As before, it seeks to annihilate everything that we hold dear. I go to face it, knowing I may not return.
They're coming! They're coming back!
All my life I have lived by the sword. I've seen kingdoms burn, and watched brave heroes die in vain. It's been difficult for me to trust after losing so much. But from you, I have learned patience, tolerance, and faith.
Open fire!
Anduin, I now believe, as you do, that peace is the noblest aspiration. But to preserve it, you must be willing to fight. For Azeroth!
And now look at this, and then look at patch 11.2 and Ecodome. Yeah, well, I think I made my point. Right. Legion was a good time. Legion was great. And the intro was really nice. Right, so now we watched the intro cinematic of Legion. Cool. What's next? I hope we will get some quests I can do and not just sitting here and listening. Alright.
Jay, now listen closely to my tale.
Oh. Nice loading screen.
The High Priest's search brought them to Tiraspal Glades, where they met with Alonso Fowl.
Alright. Cool. So it is interactive. That's what I was hoping for. Alright, so I guess I am now supposed to be the High Priest.
I will hide in shadows no longer.
Okay, now, one problem we have now is that the audio for these quests is probably in an add-on
Until
I have
next
not
time.
activated. Okay, so I need Legion, probably need BFA for Salatath. I don't need anything older than Legion, but I'm just gonna activate everything that's older than Legion. I hope my game won't crash when I do that. It's a lot of data. He's loading now. I don't know, where am I exactly?
I have been
will
working with
accomplish
Moira
There we go.
together.
to infiltrate the Twilight's hammer cult. We've learned of an ancient and powerful old god relic. A blade used at various points in history to wreak havoc. Moira's double agent informs us a new leader is rising and plans to cement his ascension using this weapon in an unholy ritual. You must find him, stop the ritual, and seize the artifact. We will meet in Dalaran afterwards.
I think I know what this is. This is probably the quest you had to complete as the Shadow Priest to get your artifact weapon. I'm not sure I ever did that
Shadow guide you.
because I hated Shadow Priest. I hate it. I can't stand it. Well, in recent expansions, it has become usable. But back in the day, I utterly hated Shadow Priest. So I'm not sure I even unlocked this weapon. We are in Tiraspal. All right. We are looking for some clues. No audio for this stuff. Actually, maybe this is in vanilla. I mean, we are in. Oh, what? Wait. It might also be Cataclysm. Maybe, maybe not. No. All right. I did get a new button up here. Ask the storyteller a question. This is nice. Okay. Okay, this is actually really well done. I like it. Okay, let's look for clues. You know what? I could all characters, here we go. If I have that weapon, it should be somewhere on my priest. Well, yeah. Looks like I never opened my bank. Sad. And I probably do not have old things like that in my inventory. Oh well. Whatever. Alright. Second clue is in here. Hello. The Black Empire.
The High Priest learned the Shadow Deacon, the new leader of the Twilight Hammer, found the Black Blade. Zalatath changed him.
Yeah, she can do that.
Became obsessed with the Black Empire. The High Priest already knew of Zalatath through their allies in Netherlight Temple. Moira Tharizon had an agent infiltrate the cult.
Netherlight Temple. Where's that? Well, it looks like they hold that ritual underwater for some reason. You know, I think I have been here before. I seem to remember this. It could, of course, also have been another quest.
We have an intruder.
I think I have been here because of a quest in
I
Dragonflight.
was expecting him, but I don't think you.
Haven't I been here because of these guys in
Traitor!
Moira said
who
Thanks, Slag
reanimated
Hammer.
Tyr?
My family's dead by hanging out with these buggers. Let me take down this barrier.
Hello, Lord
The
Slaghammer.
Shadow Deacon's already below starting his ritual. To get there, we'll need to do a bit of work. If you have any questions, let me know. But we best hurry.
Ah, it is the Tomb of Tyr. Okay, that makes sense. That is why I have been here in Dragonflight.
These buggers are suppressing Tyr's wards, so the Deacon can do his work below. We need to take them down. Start by dispelling the wards on the ritualists. Destroy that creature before it kills us! Here, the path to the prison should be open. Well, if it ain't me old friend, we'd be doing the world a favor ridden into this bad, eh?
Never heard of these guys. Alright, we're moving on. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of whatever these things are called. Here's the exit. I'm still not entirely sure this is the artifact weapon quest. That was the wrong exit, but I assume it is. Here we go.
Yes, the blade is right. I am unstoppable. Once Zakaj lives again, I will hold dominion over this world. Our old leaders chose to work with pawns. I choose the real power.
Well, he has the blade.
This is no good. I can hear more.
Defend me, Blade. You said this would work. You think to stop me. With this weapon, I can do anything. Anything! This shouldn't be happening. Why aren't you protecting me?
Yeah, so it is the artifact quest.
Pitiful. The Twilight Father did not dare wield me, for he knew the price of failure.
Give me another chance. No! No!
You, on the other hand, yes, I foresee us doing great things together. Take hold of my haft and I will aid you. For now.
I'm pretty sure that is not the same voice actress, is it? But I don't really know for sure. Also, I would have liked to know why exactly is Teletath a blade? Or inside a blade?
We are eager to feast on the fallen Titan's minions. But first, Zakaj. The cultists may try to stir him again, or he could awaken on his own. We must consume his essence to ensure he is gone forever. You know this must be done.
Oh, are you done? Okay. Maybe that is explained later. If not, I will look it up.
Thus ends the first chapter of our tale. Zalatath was a constant whispering presence in the High Priest's mind. Yet, they slew countless demons together. How does today find you?
Tell me more about Keeper's Rest, the Old Gods, and the Twilight's Hammer. Keeper's Rest is another name for the Tomb of Tyr. Well, that's where we are. Tell me more about that. Wait, there's more.
Keeper's Rest is another name for the Tomb of Tyr, once in this very location. The Titan-forged Keeper Tyr fought against a dark entity known as Zakai's the Corruptor. Although Tyr defeated Zakai's, he gave his life to do so. This is the spot where he was buried, a most sacred place. It was guarded by a secretive group that called themselves the Tyr's Guard.
Yeah, I have met those guys. What about the Old Gods?
The Old Gods. They are terrifying entities, said to have been sent from the void to corrupt this world. Long ago, they ruled over
that is very
Azeroth.
long
Their
ago.
combined domains were known as the Black Empire. One of these entities, Ishar, was said to have been defeated by the Titan Aman'Thul. In ripping Ishar from Azeroth, Aman'Thul damaged the world. Thus, the other old gods were sealed away rather than removed. They did not wish to damage Azeroth further. Over time, Azeroth's champions have defeated each of the old gods in turn.
Yeah, we did. Even though that makes absolutely no sense, but we did. And Ishari... Didn't he just talk about him?
Ah, my friend of all the old gods. This creature chills my bones the most. Once known as the Beast of Seven Heads, Izharj was the old god that fell to Aman'Thul so long ago. As the Titan ripped Izharj from Azeroth, it is said that the old god breathed out one last terrible breath. That breath manifested the Seven Shah that plagued Pandaria, Anga.
Really?
Hatred, violence, fear, doubt,
Violence.
despair, and pride. Was there any hope for my homeland when it loomed beneath such shadow? The answer, of course, was yes. The champions of Azeroth rose to the challenge, and the last vestiges of that terrible monster were at last destroyed.
I am pretty sure that whole thing was probably retconned in later. Cthulhu, yes, of course. That was the
Cthulhu was a terrible entity of madness and
vanilla
chaos
god.
that was imprisoned within the city of Ankiraj in Silithus. Although dormant, he surged into action when disturbed by the Night Elves. This led to the War of the Shifting Sands, in which the Kaldorai and Dragonkind to fight back Cthulhu's Chiraji and their Silithid minions. The Great Scarab Wall was erected to keep the old god contained. Of course, the gates of Ankiraj were opened again centuries later, but champions of this world fought and successfully defeated Cthulhu in the end.
Yeah, we might have been responsible for that opening. I'm really sorry. Yogg-Saron, he was in Ulduar.
Yogg-Saron, a most devious entity indeed, imprisoned in the depths of Ulduar by the Titans.
Ulduar.
His reach was still inescapable. His blood ran through the entire continent of Northrend, crystallizing into the mineral Saronite. With the blood came the old god's whispers. Many fell to Yogg-Saron's machinations, including a warden of his prison, the Keeper Loken. Yogg-Saron caused Loken to turn on his own kind and bring down the rest of the old god's wardens from within. Thankfully, champions of our world defeated Yogg-Saron in due time.
You know, I have to say, as these AI-generated audio files go, these are actually decent. These are not bad. The Twilight's Hammer. I think we are now moving into Cataclysm.
The Twilight's Hammer is an insidious cult that worships the old gods and seeks to bring about the end of the world. It has worn many, many faces over the years, but its purpose has never wavered. And each time we seem to root the Twilight's Hammer out, it only twists its way into another form, in another place. Perhaps it will always exist in some form, as long as there are those consumed with the idea of the apocalypse.
Yeah, at least I know about them since Cataclysm. Right, let's continue.
Tread lightly.
I should wait. Complete the quest first.
You have demonstrated no small amount of skill in these sorts of tasks. That is good, for we will require even more of you if we are to survive this conflict.
No idea what that AI is talking about, but it's not this text. At this point, the High Priest continued to battle against the Legion, with Xal'atath at their side. Yeah, that of course was a champion as a priest.
Jade, in the final battle, Sargeras plunged his blade, flowing with poison, into Azeroth.
Indeed.
Xal'atath was one of many weapons whose powers were used to nullify the sword. She was weakened, but not for long.
Yeah, I forgot about that part. We used the artifact weapons to counter that sword hit. So, essentially, this was used as a reason why we couldn't use them anymore in BFA. I remember that, yeah. So, anything new here? Keeper's Rest. Tell me more about Xal'atath's whispers to the High Priest.
Xal'atath often spoke directly into the mind of the High Priest, whispering opinions, secrets, and memories. Fortunately, the High Priest kept a careful record of her words. Would you like to hear more?
Well, let's see what she said in Netherlight Temple.
Netherlight Temple was a grand hall where priests gathered.
That was the
There,
Netherlight. The class hall.
Heard these whispers in their mind.
Do the Naru speak of the eternal conflict? That the entire history of your world is but a fraction of the time that has passed? Of those that came before the Draenei? No? I know the Naru consider us horrors to be resisted. We do not share this view. They are merely beloved brethren that lost the true path. They will return to their masters in time.
So the Netherlight Temple was the class hall of the priests. All right, that makes sense. What did she say about the old
While
gods?
wandering the world, the High Priest once heard Xalatath whisper this.
It is ironic that the weakest of us may be the ultimate victor. Cthulhu, Yogg-Saron, Yasharaj, and...
Yasharaj is how you say that, okay.
Only one would remain to consume the world that was always meant to be.
Only one was remain, okay. Cthulhu was in Vanilla, Yogg-Saron, Ulduar. Yashiraj, I have to practice that. He was killed long ago. So who was left? We have the one from the end of BFA. And Sot, so however you say that, I have no idea. And who else? Did we have only 4 old gods? No. Did we? I don't know. Anyway, what did you say about Mind Flayer Karsh, whoever that is?
Mind Flayer Kaaz was a powerful Naraki, a servant of the old gods. As the High Priest defeated it in the assault of Violet Hold, Xalatath whispered this.
For this idiotic pustule of N'Zoth to have lived so long.
N'Zoth, okay.
My opinion of this world's new owners.
Well, these are actually not that interesting. So she also said something at the seat of the Pantheon, which I would assume was at the end of Legion.
In one of the final battles against the Legion, Azeroth's greatest heroes fought upon the seat of the Pantheon, the Titan's very cradle of creation. When there, the High Priest heard these ominous words from Xalatath.
Long have we sought entry to this realm. To think we have a mortal to thank for giving us our foothold. Your service will be remembered.
Well, that's not great. And she also said something about the darkened Naru Lura. No idea. I know the one in... what was the name of that raid? Hanwell Plateau. There's also one.
Hold on Argus, the destroyed home planet of the Draenei. The High Priest and Alleria Windrunner encountered Lura,
really?
A Naru fallen to the void. Here, Xalatath whispered.
Ah, now this is true beauty. At least one of the mortals in your midst can appreciate what it offers.
Okay.
After Lura's defeat, Alleria did something unprecedented. She absorbed the Naru's void energy into herself.
Really?
Xalatath's whispers grew eager.
The caterpillar has become the butterfly. She is all but ours now.
Oh, but she isn't really. Haha. Interesting. Oh, these two were acquainted already. Tell me more about the sword and the battle that ended the invasion. I assume that's probably gonna be the cinematic. Yeah, there's two cinematics actually. This is where he got killed, and this is... Okay, yeah, alright. This is the end of Legion.
You have done well, mortals.
It is time.
We must gather our strength. Return home, children of Azeroth.
Illidan, we've done all we can.
Every choice, every sacrifice has led me to this moment. To face him once again.
You are not coming with us.
The hunter is nothing without the hunt. Did you not see this fate, Prophet?
Fate. Our survival was never in fate's hands. Light be with you, Illidan Stormwraith.
Your crusade is over!
Oh man, good times. And now we compare that to the last batch of the War Within. Jesus Christ. Legion was amazing.
Greetings.
Let's watch the other one as well, where we used our artifact weapons to cleanse the swords.
Every good story needs a hero.
The sword of Sargeras is
Well, that isn't exactly an epic cinematic.
The only vessels capable of containing that kind of power are the mighty weapons you wield. Raise them up as one. Draw out the corruption from the Dark Titan's blade. Together, champions, for Azeroth!
All right. And now the weapon is
How does today
weak.
find you? Eyes open. Always be learning. Every good story needs a hero.
Okay, now... Are we now moving to BFA already, or is there something in between? Dalaran. Okay. Hello? What am I supposed to do here?
Jade Serpent guide you.
Though now only a blade of little power, Xal'atath was not idle. In the aftermath of the Legion invasion, tensions between the Horde and the Alliance erupted into the Fourth War. Xal'atath took advantage of the many forces at play in the war in a gambit to restore her power.
Okay.
After the Legion was defeated, Azeroth erupted into the Fourth War. In the midst of the chaos, Xal'atath made her next move.
Alright, so we are now moving into BFA. Yeah.
Xal'atath came before the High Priest once more, with promises of power.
Yeah, now we are here. This is where I encountered her a few episodes ago. Alright. There is no audio here. Alright. Why? Well, that's a little sad. Anyway, she needs blood. She is weak. Okay. Well, now we are doing what we already did. I need to feed her, but what exactly do I need to feed her? Ah. I see why there is nothing here. I am not alone. That's unfortunate. Oh. I think one more, then we're probably done. There we go. Ready to turn in. Here? No. Ah, wait. Yeah. Here. Now she feels better. How cruel of you to leave me in such a state. Well, I'm awfully sorry. Yeah. So... the servants of Nasoth. I hope that was correct. They want to bring him back. Okay. Come, priest. Do I look like a priest? Okay, so she is after a relic. So they intend to bring the old god back, and to do that, they need 3 ancient artifacts: one of storm, one of ocean, and one of void. And she is interested in the one of the void. She wants to have it. All right, okay.
The High Priest journeyed to stop the followers of Nasoth, an old god, a dark creature who sought to corrupt our world. Let us have Mishy speed the story along, shall we?
Yeah, sure. Ah.
How glorious it is to be renewed. Though I haven't forgotten your callous misuse of me in Silithus. Such a waste of potential. It pleases me that we have a chance to spend more time together. You should know that of my many companions, you were my favorite. We will accomplish remarkable things together, you and I. Magnificent things.
Well, at least now I understand why she keeps calling me my champion.
That which we seek is nearby. A relic of concentrated void energy.
All right.
There, those novices are performing some sort of ritual on the stone. Stop them and take what is ours.
It's a little bit weird. They keep respawning and then I kill them and nothing happens.
Does she actually think she can break open a stone? Fool. Were we not pressed for time?
No idea who that was.
Watching her fail.
Here's my stone. And now I have to activate the stone. Solitaire, you changed! You certainly didn't look like I last... You do not look like when I last saw you a few episodes ago.
A change of pace can be invigorating, eh? I sense another relic. A trident thought lost to the depths. It calls to me. Do you hear it too? Its song takes form. I see a harbor to the east. An ambitious pirate, greedy and proud, completely unaware of the power hidden within her hoard of gold. The would-be captain's hubris will not permit her to simply hand over her prize. I fear she must be taught a rather harsh lesson. But that is your specialty, is it not?
Did the
Another
High
relic.
Priest foresee the consequences of their actions here? Regardless, they traveled to Freehold. Mishi can help us get there safely.
We are moving all over the place here. I am not sure, did I complete all of the quests? Or did I only unlock that one item I needed from my secret hunting? Anyway. I need a skeleton key from her. Hello, hello, excuse me, over here. Ow, hey. Thank you. What do I do with that now? Ah, open the chest. That makes sense. Well, here's this second relic. You know what that means, right? We helped her. We helped her become what she is today. That's great. I feel great about that.
Zelatath breathes in deeply and smiles.
My strength grows. I can see it clearly now. The third relic we seek, the crown known as Tempest Caller. How fitting that, after the fall of Etelgrol, the gluttonous Totana would be the one to find the artifact. He was always scuttling about the depths, seeking treasures for his collection. Totana's greed has left him trapped within a cave he can never leave. The crown awaits us there.
I think I know where we go now.
Zelatath required one final artifact from the High Priest. Shall Mishi move us along?
We are probably going up here somewhere, right? Where exactly are we flying to? Oh, Sandala. Okay, no, that's not where I expected to go. Not at all. Nice little turtle. Hello. Oh, here's your crown.
The relics are ours, as it was meant to be. There is but one more step needed for the great truths to be revealed. The Naga sought to summon their storm from a place that echoes with ancient power. Though this site has had countless names over the ages, you mortals know it as the Precipice of Oblivion. I will go on ahead and begin preparations. Join me there.
How is it that these older AI voice lines are actually much better than the newer ones in patch 11.2? It's a little weird.
The pieces were falling into place. Only one task remained. Let us have Mishi hasten the journey.
Maybe we are now going to Storm Zone?
Whispered to the High Priest about the old gods and their Black Empire. We have fought countless wars against them as they seek to turn our world to void. Finally, N'Zoth was the only one who remained. He was waiting patiently.
Okay, so he was the last
for
one.
his moment to
So there were
strike.
only 4. Really? I like this loading screen, by the way. Really nice.
In Zelatath, N'Zoth
Ah, yes.
found an unexpected collaborator.
Now we are where I expected to be.
A stone to call forth the darkness. A weapon forged in the depths. A crown for the ruler of all worlds. Hear me, God of the Deep. I have brought you the Opener, the bringer of truth, the torch that lights the way. Honor our bargain. Free me to find my own fate.
Go. But the blade must remain to serve my will.
A fair exchange. Shadows guide you, my dear friend. We will meet again.
So
Certain of it.
he freed her from the blade.
Your destiny, mortal. The hour is close at hand. That which was sunken shall rise. All that were sleeping shall be awakened. Receive my gift and see all truths before you.
Yep. So we did that in the secret hunting stuff. Now
Zalatath was freed from the blade and took a mortal form. Her past remained a mystery. But we lore walkers are never satisfied with an incomplete story.
okay.
Hello.
Tell me more about Nashoth. About the gift of Nashoth. Yeah, that's a good question.
The so-called gift of Nossoth allowed one to easily discern who had allied with the old god and speak with them. Indeed, it is said that his gift granted the ability to speak the language of the old gods themselves. Yet one must wonder what the cost of such a gift truly was. If you chose to embrace this gift, you accepted N'Zoth's dominion, did you not?
And something about Nyalotha, whoever that is.
Nyalotha, a home of the old gods and their minions, not a place so much as a different reality.
Okay, it's not a
vision
who.
in which the Black Empire had been restored and conquered our world. N'Zoth sought to merge Azeroth with his twisted version of reality, but the heroes of our world put an end to his plans before they could succeed.
What a surprise. Okay.
Farewell. Eyes open. Always be learning. Farewell. Tread lightly. Jade Serpent guide you.
Okay.
Eyes open. Always be learning. Every good story needs a hero.
Many years ago, a stone tablet from Stormsong Valley made its way into my library. It took years to break the cipher and translate the fragments of runes etched into it. I will tell you what we have pieced together, a tale of yet more treachery.
This tablet is a record of a battle from long ago, when the Black Empire ruled all.
Okay, now it's getting interesting.
The old gods sent all of their forces to Nyalotha to counter an unexpected attack from Zalatath.
Come forward, Chosen. Zalatath seeks to usurp the Masters. Lord N'Zoth will not tolerate this betrayal.
Yeah, okay, I have been here before, but where is Zalatath? I want to see her.
Listen well. Go and do as you are told.
Zalatath brings with her an army of shadows and tricks. They are nothing to our evolved forms. You have been chosen, blessed with power by Noth, to serve as his champion. Go now and destroy them.
For the glory of the Empire.
Lord Noth calls now upon his brethren to aid in Zalatath's defeat. You have been chosen to make the way for them to arrive. You know what to do.
Okay. Let's kill enemies and activate some
Your mission is to incorporate
items to summon Yogg-Saron.
contributions are seen and acknowledged. Bring the others to me.
Have I completed this quest already? I have been here before, but I'm not sure if it was this exact quest. I have been... Wait, I have been here when I was after... Chromie, I think. Whoa, hey. What the hell? Let's not attack him. Well, actually, he's almost dead, so... Wait, no, we... Where exactly do I have to... Oh, I have to go... Let me jump down real... Uh-oh. Did the game just... What happened? I think the game is crashing. Yeah, great, amazing. That's so. Okay, now let's see where I end up when I log back in. I mean, I have seen that these low walking campaigns have a few issues, but that was at launch. And, oh my god, now I have to start again. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, so this time let's take a left here. All right. Am I supposed to go? I don't even quite understand. I mean, I'm gonna... I could kill him, but I don't really see anything to do here. Well, that's... I am not made to swim, that much is clear. I don't understand the auto quest. What am I supposed to do here? Ugh. Okay, so I killed the Yux Aaron summons. Wait, what? Here. But where is here? Not where I am, apparently. I am so confused. it's not on the map, which is a little bit of a problem. Okay. Hello. Beautiful. Can I hop in here and... Oh, what is this? Okay. Let me guess. Yasharash, still alive, I see.
Fortunately, our aid will leave him in our debt.
Now we also need to summon Cthulhu, who is somewhere. Over there. That's inconvenient. Well, I mean, I just realized I can do this, so... Yeah.
Underestimates us. Her attempts to distract us have failed. Even we work together when faced with such blatant betrayal.
Well... Hello, beautiful. Here I am again, finally.
Serve as you are meant to. Go and do as you are told.
They are ready. The lords hold Zalatath within the keep. You are the pebble to trigger the avalanche of their power. To end, Zali, go. Join them.
Confronts Zalatath, and that seems to be the last quest of this campaign.
Zalatath is not like Lord Nazoth and his kin. She does not appreciate their power or our Black Empire. Show her the error of her ways.
This is going to be interesting. I assume I can now see her as she once was. I'm really curious. But I still don't really know where she came from, right? There she is. Okay, that's not quite what I expected. Not quite what I expect. Let me guess. Now she will be put into the blade. Maybe.
Eternally sealed. You shall only watch this world as it gains untold power without you. You shall never lay claim to it.
Eternally pathetic. You are mere pestilence, parading as lords. This is not the end of the game, only the beginning. And I have all eternity to play.
The last
Yep.
But
Okay.
that was not all Zalatath said. The tablet states she whispered in a voice only Nazoth could hear.
Consider what greatness could be yours if your siblings did not stand in your way. The offer stands. You need only reach out and claim it.
And you read all that in an old slate, in an old tablet. Yeah, of course.
This was how Zalatath became the blade of the Black Empire Eon. I fear this raises more questions than it answers. What is Zalatath?
Good question.
Is she related to the old gods? What does she ultimately intend to achieve? Although Zalatath's origins remain a mystery, her actions have brought harm to everyone. Perhaps that is all one needs to know in order to oppose her.
Yeah, I hope these answers will get answered.
Greetings.
But probably not until the last Titan, I assume.
Jade Serpent guide you.
What did Zalatath's last words to Nuth mean? Did she foresee their future collaboration? Was it her plan from the start?
Thank you for listening to my tale.
All right, that was really cool, I have to say. I like it. I get a new toy. I get some notes.
Zalatath was first encountered during the Legion's third invasion. A high priest searched far and wide for a powerful weapon to fight the Legion's armies. They found Zalatath. Zalatath was first encountered during the Legion's third. Zalatath was first not long after the.
Yeah, thank you.
Zalatath was first encountered during the Legion's third invasion.
Okay.
A high priest searched far and wide for a powerful weapon to fight the Legion's armies. They found Zalatath, blade of the Black Empire. Not only was it a powerful weapon, but it seemed to have a mind of its own. As the high priests traveled the world, the blade would often whisper in their mind of dark pasts and future promises. Yet, when the battles to an end, and Sargeras, leader of the Burning Legion, was defeated, the Black Blade had its powers. In the process, the blade was thought gone.
Not even reloading stops it. Well, damn. Okay, I think it's that. Now, I did get some chests, right? There we go. Okay. Well, that's okay, nice hands actually. But yeah, other than that, junk. Right. Now, that took longer than I expected, as usual. Let me go to merchant real quick. And then we can start. That's an auctioneer. You know, I'm an idiot. I keep forgetting about my yuck.
I have many lucky doos you like.
Where is the junk? There it is. Okay, let's get rid of that stuff.
May your feet find good trails.
Now, next one.
How does today find you?
Okay, interesting. So you can do it again and it will contain more chunk. Nice. The Ethereals. Let's see about the Ethereals. I only know they have been in TBC. I remember them in Netherstorm and also in Nagrand.
Every good story.
Let's see.
Who are the Ethereals? Enshrouded in mystery. We first encountered them in Outland, but that was not where they originated. Their own world, Garesh, was destroyed long ago by a monstrous creature of the void.
Dimensius.
Left to their own devices, the Ethereals traveled the cosmos in search of trade, knowledge, and vengeance for their beloved home.
Okay.
Hello.
Netherstorm. Oh, hello. Group of Ethereals who gathered in Netherstorm. Hello, where are we? Manifold Ultras. Okay. Hello. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna activate all of them. I might need them.
Directly south of here, you will find the Ethereum staging grounds. The Ethereum are there, preparing for something. Perhaps an assault on Ultras. We can't take any chances though, Traveler. Break through their perimeter defenses and take out their training facility. Once you've destroyed their soldiers and Captain Zovax, locate Ethereum transponder Zeta and use it to establish contact with Mito. Your next set of orders.
Okay.
The Ethereum, a ruling class once united in purpose, had fractured. The Protectorate suspected treachery, but more investigation was necessary.
That is a quest I have completed a very, 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 very long time ago. That has to be 18 years now. Is that a player? Yep. Captain Zovax is already slain? Really? I didn't even notice I killed him. That was an epic battle then. I need some shock troopers. Wait, I am not even supposed to be here. Ah, here are the shock troopers. Alright, now all I need is one assassin. Here's one. Well then.
Look around you, Fleshling. Very close to this transponder should be an Ethereum data cell. Locate that data cell. Oh.
Hey, I was talking here.
Look around you, Fleshling. Very close to this transponder should be an Ethereum data cell. Locate that data cell, open it, and retrieve the contents. Bring it back to this transponder at once.
Yes, sir.
The Ethereals are meticulous record keepers. Evidence of the Ethereum's treachery had to exist somewhere.
You know, it just makes all the difference if you do something that is actually interesting and it actually has an impact on what is happening. As opposed to picking flowers and feeding animals for no reason. Here's your data cell.
You hold a data cell out so Amir can read the plans.
Nothing. Damn them. They're clever, but not as clever as Amir. What I'm about to ask you to do is quite dangerous. I'll understand if you don't want to continue, Fleshling.
Oh, it's gonna be fine.
They're using relays to transfer information around the staging grounds. There is only one way for you to see these relays and extract the information they hold. Unfortunately, doing so may cause you irreparable brain damage. If you're still interested, you'll need to slay Ethereum here at the staging grounds and take their essences. Once you have an essence, drink it down. It will temporarily allow you to see an Ethereum relay, giving you enough time to destroy a relay and extract its information.
Brain
Of
damage?
course, it was not that simple. The Ethereum used relays to exchange information, which meant that one had to intercept the relays to extract that information as evidence.
Okay. I was just thinking about the old expansions and their updates. What did we get with the updates in TBC? We got patch 2.1, I think was the Black Temple, right? Illidan and stuff, very important. Oh, I already have all the data. And then I think patch 2.4 was the Sunwell Plateau. Again, obviously important. We also got the Eye. Was the Eye in? I'm not 100% sure. I think the Eye was also an update. Granted, that wasn't that important to the overarching story, I think.
The Protectorate's reason for existence is now fully realized. The Ethereum are not here to hunt Dimensius. They are here to become Void. They are manipulating the Void energy at this Mana Forge to bond their own energy into a creature known as a Nexus Stalker. They are undoubtedly using a proto-accelerator to complete the transformation.
They also added Sul-Amman at some point, and also the Isle of Keldanas, which I think was added in patch 2.4. Anyway, at the end, our last update was like the Sunwell. We went again, killed Jaden, and in Lich King we got I mean, Lich King at the end. Obviously, we got Ulduar with patch 3.1. Absolutely amazing raid. I didn't like patch 3.2, the stuff with all that Argent. That was complete nonsense. But yeah, at the end we got the epic battle against the Lich King. I don't really know much about Cataclysm. At the end of Mists, we did get the battle against Hellscream. Well, it was a little bit of a weird expansion. in terms of story, if you ask me. Then we got Draenor. Well, Draenor was... The problem with Draenor was that the whole expansion didn't make any sense. It's exactly like 11-2, you know? We had a reason to go there, but we had absolutely no reason to stay there. So the whole expansion made absolutely no sense. I honestly have no idea how it ended and all, because I dropped out at some point. Then we got Legion, obviously at the end of Legion. What we just witnessed an hour ago. That was obviously important and very epic. Then we got BFA. At the end we got Nesoth, also important stuff. Another old god. And Shadowlands. Well, okay, Shadowlands. Yeah, let's not talk about Shadowlands. That whole expansion was... What even is the ending of Shadowlands? I mean, obviously we escaped and all, and we fixed the Shadowlands, but that whole expansion was weird. Then we got Dragonflight, and I think with Dragonflight they started with those very weird last patches, because the last patch of Dragonflight was also the Emerald Dream thing, where we also did all kinds of stuff that didn't really have any impact whatsoever. I mean, obviously with exception, there's the word, of the new world tree. Obviously, rather important. The problem is it's so out of the way, no one is ever there. But yeah, the Night Elves have a new home. That's obviously an important one. But again, they kind of stopped, you know, the main enemy of the expansion was, I don't know what she was called, that Storm Dragon, and then it moved to those 3 people. Yeah, I haven't been active when that expansion was around, so I only replayed the quest. I should probably look it up again, just to get a quick overview. But if I look at this expansion and the last patch, I mean, it's not the last patch, but it's the last big content patch. And all we got was some... I mean, I don't even know. What's the point of this patch? Yes, of course, Dimensius, but... I mean, he's gone, and now... What are we doing? Ecodome holiday? I don't know. Anyway, let's move on.
I'm sending one of my demolitionists out to place the disruption device. Just make sure no harm comes to him as he's placing the disruptor. Keep him protected. He will not fight back if enemies attack him, as he is only a holographic image, but the image can be destroyed. Return to me once the job is done.
I have to say, so far I don't really understand what I'm even doing here. What is the point of all of this?
Unthinkable, but true. The Ethereum was attempting to embrace the very same void that had destroyed the ethereal homeworld so long ago. Oh, their efforts had to be stopped.
I somehow have a feeling that a lot of this it's like very old quests where they start to try to infuse a little bit of meaning years later. That's how it feels, at least. So far I'm not super excited. Okay, so he is doing something and I have to see that he's not getting killed. Alright, okay. Back up, back up. Yeah, alright. Why? Are you... I expected some big explosion. I'm disappointed now.
Thanks to you, their plans are in ruin. Now only one thing remains. Saladar.
Okay.
I have in my possession another disruptor, one capable of destroying the 3 conduits that surround Saladar. Once the conduits are destroyed, Saladar's protective force fields will be down. For this act, he will strike at you with a ferocity you have never before witnessed, adventurer. If you are willing to rid the world of Saladar, I will give you the disruptor.
Never again. Never before witnessed. Dude, we have killed old gods, okay? I think I'll be fine. You have unleashed a god. You don't look like a god. Okay, well. Uni god. All right, now can we move on from here, because this isn't too interesting?
It has been 1,000 years, maybe more, since Saladar began his crusade to exterminate all that would stand in his way. I can hardly believe that this is the last we'll see of him. You have done all of us a great service, adventurer, and for that you will be rewarded.
Although
You're welcome.
Saladar may have been defeated, there was an even greater threat to contend with. Dimensius.
Okay, now we're talking about Dimensius.
How does today find
Tell me
you?
about him.
Eyes open. Always be learning. Long ago, Dimensius shattered the ethereal homeworld of Garesh. And now, he threatened Outland as well. The Protectorate would not let this happen.
Okay. He what? Came after Outland? What? Really?
Atop Manaforge, Ultris lies the tear in the nether that the Void Lord, Dimensius, came through. That tear provides Dimensius with a link to the Void, rendering him immune to physical harm. If we can, a lock on the conduit that Dimensius is to keep himself out of this plane of existence. We can destroy it, and then destroy Dimensius. To do this, we're going to first need you to collect fragments of Dimensius from the Void creatures that he sends out to do his dirty work.
Okay, so now I'm confused. He was in TBC? Well, he was most certainly not a raid boss, or was he? I am pretty sure he was not. But let's see. What happens when I search for Dimensius? Maniforge Omega. Netherstorm. Bloody hell, okay. Oh. Law walking. Okay, yeah. This is what I'm doing right now. Maniforge, yeah. Netherstorm, that's probably once again part of the... Wait a second. No? That is an old NPC. And looks like he was to be a random... He was a random quest NPC from 2008. So he was actually in TBC, except he was not in any way important at all. They just made him important. That explains why everything here feels kind of weird. It's just like, really? That happened? I never noticed. Yeah, because it was just a random small quest. Ah, this is funny. Yeah, so all of this essentially is a lot of retconning. Although it can actually be cool. For example, if you have read Illidan, the book. Oh my god, I love this book so much. It did change a lot. But it was just so enjoyable to read. But I think it only worked if you know PBC from when it was actually the expansion, the active expansion. That was just. I really enjoyed this book. And of course it was about Legion and all. Legion did so many things so well. Including the last content patch. Blizzard.
Excellent. With these fragments, we can calibrate a bomb that will destroy the Void conduit atop Ultras. With the Void conduit destroyed, Dimensius's connection with the Void will be severed, and he will be left defenseless.
So are you telling me we are now killing him, but how can he be back then all those years later and suddenly he's like that huge super god? And also if he was that huge super god, now how can he be here and we just randomly kill him? I want some explanations here.
Your brave actions have forced Emir to react. He has deployed Captain Said and the Avengers. Now all that is left to do is destroy
all that is left to do.
When you are ready, I will call for Said. If he is not currently fighting another battle, he will be awaiting orders from you directly east of here. Let him know when you are ready to fight, and he will put his troops in motion. I wish you luck, Fleshling. We have hunted Dimensius for 1,000 years.
The Protectorate used the fragments of Dimensius to disable a conduit that gave Dimensius a link to the Void and physical immunity. Only then could they launch a final assault.
Well, Let's go. Let's make history. Yeah, let's make history. Dementius, hello, are you here? He isn't even here. Hello? I'm really disappointed. Oh. Dementius, you changed a bit. And he also became much easier to kill. So, essentially these guys took a random quest enemy from a random expansion and made him the end boss of an expansion. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. That's what they did.
For 1,000 years, all we have known is conflict. We have defended our people from the attacks of both Void Creature and Ethereal alike. Now, one of our most hated enemies lies dead. Finally, I give you the thanks of 100 million Ethereals, Fleshling.
Yeah, and now they have to explain how the hell he is not dead.
It was done. Dementius was defeated. Though some questioned whether he was truly gone.
Tread lightly. Every good story needs a hero.
Tell me more about Nettlestorm.
According to locals, the shattered fragments that make up Netherstorm used to be a lush island called Farallon. This was, of course, before the planet of Draenor shattered into what is now called Outlandir. The energies of the twisting Nether and the physical realm bleed together into a most chaotic landscape. Some have discovered ways to harness the twisting Nether's energy, though not necessarily for good. The Blood Elves, led by Kael'thas Sunstrider, built massive mana forges here, using them to siphon magic. The more they bled the Nether, the more unstable the region became, as you can see.
Jade Serpent guide you.
A region in Draenor called Naralon? Farallon? What are you talking about? There is no such region in Draenor. Farallon. I mean, it has to be up here somewhere. I am confused. If this is Draenor, assuming it didn't get destroyed, you know, alternate timeline and all, then where is that supposed region? Well, alright. Tell me more about Dementius.
Dementius the All-Devouring is a terrifying entity, a Void Lord that destroyed the ethereal homeworld of Karesh long ago. Little is known of how he first discovered Karesh, but the result was much the same as you see here. The world was rent asunder. Karesh was not the only place attacked by this being. A world called Karkora also suffered, but the Narutur arrived to protect it. Tur sacrificed its own life to save the world's inhabitants. Unfortunately, the Ethereals were not as fortunate. The Ethereals escaped Karesh and swore vengeance on Dementius for what he had done, but that for vengeance would soon turn to darker pursuits.
Kakora, never heard of it. Tell me more about the Nexus King. Although I don't really care too much.
What can I tell you about them?
Well, you could tell me what it says here. Nexus King Saladar ruled to Ethereals. Wait, is he the guy we encountered in Paresh? No. Saladar. Oh no. Nexus King ruled them after the destruction, and he led them to other worlds. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Farewell.
Let's move on.
While the Protectorate of Outland may have stopped Anensius and Saladar, the Ethereum remained, and as Salhadar had wished, they chose to embrace the Void, not just embrace it, become it. It twisted them into shadows of themselves, consumed with the pursuit of power. But there was one ethereal, Locust Walker, that sought to harness the Void for more altruistic purposes. His history is entwined with an elf from our world, Aleria Windrunner.
What happened there? Aleria Windrunner. Yeah.
Eyes open. The Ethereum may have sought the Void for the sake of power, but one ethereal learned to wield it for more altruistic purposes. Hello.
All right, let's continue.
Tread lightly. Farewell. Or at least he would have us believe. We first met Locust Walker on Argus, where he reunited with his former student, Aleria Windrunner.
Windrunner? Okay, now we're going to Argus. So we're in Legion again.
It is a good day for a hunt.
Hello.
That was Locust Walker. He taught me all that I know about the Void, and he still has more to teach me. If he is here, then the Ethereal's presence only intrigues me further. I had thought him the only one of his kind, but now that I have seen another tangling with the Void, come, we must play his game if we want to learn what he knows. He appears to have gone toward the Umbra Hollows to the north.
Keep your gaze
Okay,
fixed on
investigate the Umbra Hollows. I'm pretty sure we can't fly here. Yep.
I have something I want to show you, but we mustn't be seen. Follow.
Explain yourself first.
Such impatience. I believe you will find the answers you seek on the other side.
You do realize I'm also here, right? Okay. I guess we are moving on and... What is this? Well, looks like they can't see me, with the exception of these guys.
How in... what was that?
Nothing, nothing.
I sense a little disappointment. Was I really your best student?
Not really sure. What am I even doing here?
I had hoped to find at least one promising soul on this rock.
I have not turned away from that path. You know why I resisted.
An intruder.
No one.
What was that?
Nothing.
I need to finish what I started, Locust Walker.
Can you, though? With your attachments?
What are you talking about? What?
Why, your mate, of course. How does he feel about your choices?
Greetings. Aim true.
I think I understand what he was trying to show us. I feel a surge of power building ahead. They must be cultivating the void, calling it here. We need to stop them before they plunge this entire city into shadow, find the source, and cut it off by any means necessary. Locust Walker and I have unfinished business to attend to.
Yeah, of course. We have to stop them before they destroy everything, but we have other things to do. Please do that for me. The usual.
We do. Terrellian trusts me to make hard decisions, and I him.
I am not talking about trust. How can you expect to embrace the shadow with the light shining so brightly at your side?
Without the light, there is no shadow, teacher.
Will the void swallow you?
As you have surely gathered by now, a certain subset of my people have tragically succumbed to the call of the void. I had hoped to find more who possessed the necessary strength of mind. I'm disappointed to find such an utter lack of resistance. It cannot be helped. To advance your cause, and mine, we will need to eradicate these weak-willed beings.
Do go on.
Yeah. I have to say the other quest line was much more important and much more interesting. This is just... yeah.
Death pleases the Dark Masters.
If I'm not mistaken, they started out with this whole...
You will know the void.
This whole Heletath thing as one expansion. And only afterwards they split it into a whole trilogy. So... if that is true, then they probably just make stuff up as they go along now because they do not have enough content, you know? Just like, okay, so we need to do something else. What could we do for patch 11.1 and 2? I mean, patch 11.1, let's be honest, is also not exactly I mean, Undermine. What exactly is Undermine? It's not important either. But, you know, I can accept one content patch that is a little unimportant and all, but all of them? Two of them?
His kind interested in his studies, but the Shadow God were too far gone. They had let the call of the void consume them entirely. And this was all the evidence Salaria needed to prove just how dangerous attempting to master the void could be. Yet, perhaps it was worth the danger.
I think after this I'm done here. So, as usual, I did all the work, and these guys are having a chat. Good for them.
We each walk a line. Choose yours.
It is all about perspective.
After some consideration, I have decided to allow Illyria another opportunity to pursue her destiny. I suppose you want to know what that means, mortal.
Locust Walker laughs.
Meet us deep in the Shadow Guard camp ahead. My brethren are a summons that will, adequate energy for Windrunner. 2. Again. Full witness. What happens when you harness the Void's power?
Fascinating.
Well, Windrunner, what say you?
Show me the path. I am ready to walk it.
Right this way.
It somehow feels that we could have skipped all of these quests and just moved on with only their chat instead of me doing random stuff.
By their will.
What did I just... Oh, hello.
Yes, this specimen will do.
That thing! It's calling to me! I won't let you. I am not yours to claim. Be gone, wretched darkness.
Be sure to collect our prize, Fleshling. I will tend to Illyria.
Okay, you do that.
The heart of a demigod. This is no mere token, Illyria. Take it, and you will be one step closer to your destiny.
I understand. Thank you. Both of you.
Well, I don't.
Use every weapon at your disposal.
I see the path clearly.
Farewell.
Illyria takes the heart in her hands.
This is the next step. Thank you for bringing me to this point.
The shadows can be an ally, if controlled.
Okay.
Greetings.
Tell me more about Argus. Well, I know about Argus. Tell me about how Locust Walker and Illyria met. Yes, that's more interesting.
Illyria spent many years fighting the Burning Legion in the Twisting Nether, where time flows differently. Eventually, she was captured by the Legion and held on their prison world of Nistara. Locust Walker was also a prisoner there, too weak at the time to fight himself. He taught Illyria to harness the power of the Void, which she did quite successfully. She defeated the Inquisitor, who had been torturing them, and so began her education in the Void from Locust Walker.
Okay, interesting.
Jade Serpent guide you. Unlike the Shadow God, Locust Walker mastered the Void without succumbing to its whispers. And he then taught Illyria how to do the same.
The Ethereals are most fascinating indeed, but in my studies, I have encountered another race of creatures who many similarities with the Ethereals. I feel we should speak of them as well. The Brokers, they share a nomadic nature, a desire to collect rare and unusual antiquities, and a penchant for trade. Yet, the brokers do not exist on Azeroth. Instead, they dwell in the Shadowlands, the land of death.
Oh no, now we're going to Shadowlands again, aren't we?
Interestingly, the Ethereals share many of their unique traits with another group we have encountered. The Brokers.
The Brokers?
How does today find you?
Tell me about the Brokers.
Farewell.
Let me guess, we are now going to Shadowland?
Yet, the Brokers were first encountered not in any ordinary city, but in Oribos, a city in the realm of death. There, they offered trade, bargains, and opportunities.
How may I assist?
Hello.
Moa. Walker Leet, I have a message. An individual has a proposition for you, specifically. I know nothing of the details, only that they asked you meet them towards the back of the Adelia.
Come back if you need.
A mysterious contact. Which is not, who is not on the map, interestingly. Hello.
Ah, you have arrived. Good luck. I am Aldelir, a humble collector of artifacts, here to present you with an opportunity. Solier of Cartel Soul seeks to acquire a dangerous relic. It would benefit us both if she did not.
I am the foremost expert on broker culture. However, relationships between cartels are complicated and unstable. Cartel Zo holds a small presence here in Oribos, which means the other cartels may have knowledge that I do not. Ask around. With your renown, surely they'll have whatever information that we are missing.
Let me know if you need anything.
Hello, I would like to accept the quest.
Is my desire. Cartel Al thanks you for your patronage.
The leader of Cartel so represents a grave danger to the Shadowlands' Ma Walker. Her name is So Leia. She seeks to assemble an artifact of the First Ones and use its power for selfish ends. Pieces of the relic are said to be hidden on your homeworld. The brokers have never before found our way there, but if Solia does, then Azeroth too is in peril.
Azeroth.
We must intercept her. There is cargo nearby, marked for cartel, so perhaps the manifest will give us clues as to their leader's whereabouts.
Farewell, my friend.
I probably completed those quests, but I don't really remember. Okay, the problem. Oh no, wait. Here's the stuff on the map now. Can I? No, I need to go around. Yeah, the other This is not very interesting.
It is clear you deserve only the cartel. Avoids meddling in the affairs of others. It is to protect business. I am sure you understand.
Yeah, of course. Now I can get rid of a lot of junk here.
May I tempt you with my wares? All goods and... We have little to gain from lesser cartels. Whatever cartel Al and cartel So are bickering over, it is not our concern.
Whatever you say. You really notice just how amazingly interesting this is, just how they just made up a load of stuff out of nothing for this patch.
It seemed as though the different broker cartels were just as varied as the Ethereals, as was each cartel's motive for doing business.
Hello? Okay. He doesn't tell me anything. I'm slowly falling asleep here, my goodness.
You deserve only. You have been seen with Aldaline. A word of caution. Choose your friends carefully, and your enemies more so.
Thank you for this amazingly useful piece of information. Okay, now there is something over here.
There is a price for my aid.
I'm in the right spot, but what am I supposed to do to him? I can't attack him. I can't speak to him. Ah, here.
You there!
Oh, whoa!
Of cartel soft.
Hello. Looks like I'm not the only one who didn't understand the quest. All right, okay, here's your stuff.
Trust me, I am a professional.
How rude. They should be aware of who they are talking to. I apologize for my kin, More Walker.
Cartel Al thanks you for your patronage.
Tazavesh, the Veiled Market. An
The
interesting
Veiled
choice
Market
of
again.
locations.
Oh, okay.
Let me know if you need anything.
We brokers have found that it is in our best interests to remain mobile and discreet. A number of our cities and outposts are tucked away in the in-between, capable of moving from place to place. Much to my chagrin, it seems I have lost track of Tazavesh. I believe our best course of action is to ask Cartel Ter for access. They pride themselves on keeping track of such things. Let's try our luck with those at the night market in Revendreth. They may be more forthcoming than their
Revendreth.
king.
Oh.
Good luck. Tazavesh can be an elusive city to reach, but surely someone at the night market will aid our journey.
Jade Serpent guide you.
Well, let's go to the night markets.
The night market resided in Revendreth, another land of the dead. It was also perhaps the place where coordinates for the mysterious city of Tazavesh could be found.
More Walker.
Oops.
My friends here have been unusually taciturn. Perhaps you will have better luck.
It would be my pleasure to help you. Death is the ultimate transaction.
You seek information That requires a transaction.
Of course it does.
Please, do see me again.
While I indeed know the location of the Veiled Market, I fear I can do little in terms of providing you with transportation to it. In return for your assistance with a task, I can send you to someone who can assist us both. There is a bounty hunter at Transfer Station Ta, a broker enclave in Bastion. He is better suited to help you, and he owes me a shipment. Meet with Taoku and tell him that Tanla sent you. For your convenience, I can offer use of a portal. After all, we are partners, yes?
Yeah, all right.
Your help is most appreciated. I am quite overwhelmed at the moment, as you can see.
Where's the portal? Is this the portal? Ah, this is the portal. Has been a while since I've been here.
Information was not so easily procured. Thus began a journey to yet another realm of the dead. This time, the idyllic hills of Bastion, home of the winged Kyrian.
Goodness, this is... The other quest line was so nice, epic and stuff and interesting, and this is just sleep-inducing. There you are, bounty hunter.
All goods and services for sale.
Tanla requested something very specific. On behalf of a client, the Kyrian had been working on a new type of Centurion they called an Aquilon. I sent some of our trade specialists to retrieve the prototype in question, but they have yet to return. Until I have the item, there is obviously no way I can ship it to Tanla. Perhaps we can help one another. If you can locate the Aquilon and bring it here, I will help you reach Tazavesh.
Okay. This is another one of those NPCs that just keep repeating their line for some reason. Okay, I need to... What exactly do I need to do here? I need to help him, yeah, but how? Ah. There.
It seems we may have to use force. I'm excited to see you in action.
What can I do here? Random button. A random lever.
I acquired some blueprints from one of the squad. That is not what I said.
Okay.
That is not what I said. Pull on one of the levers.
Okay.
Buttons! Quickly, the buttons!
What?
A sharp strike to the head always works. A sharp strike to the head always works.
Where exactly are we supposed to go?
Start pressing buttons.
Whoa. I'm clearly not in control of this thing. Ah, here we go. What a weird contraption.
May I tempt you? Perhaps now would be a good time for me to mention that I may not be quite welcome in Tazavesh. But fear not. I have a way I can travel beside you unrecognized. We will meet aboard the ferry.
Your side of the deal is done, Maw Walker. Now for your payment. My cartel runs a ferry that travels between Oribo and Tazavesh. Its
Haribo,
purpose is
that
to
sounds like
transport cargo,
Haribo.
but as in all things, there are exceptions. Take this coin to Tameri, and you will be provided safe passage to the market. What happens after that is up to you.
Taku bows, uttering a sound that seems almost like a chuckle.
Remember,
It was time to return to Oribos. Let's have Mishi take us there. Passage to Tazavesh was gained at last.
Yeah, at last indeed.
I live to serve, Maw Walker. Always a pleasure.
Let me guess. Taoku sent you my way? Yes?
Tameri looks at the coin you offer.
So, you seek travel to Tazavesh. Not something we typically offer an outsider, but since payment has been accounted for, it would be my pleasure to assist you. Step aboard, and do remember to keep any appendages inside the craft at all times. The currents of the in-between can be fickle.
Yeah, I have already completed that once. Yeah, well, let's go.
A barge capable of traversing the in-between. It is technology such as this that reminds me of the Ethereals, my friend.
Are we there yet?
No. Here we are again. Except now there is no Tonagal portal here.
Al-Dalil was a most curious soul, but he offered a way into the city and a deeper look at the inner workings of Broca culture.
Yes, how very exciting. I can't wait to see that.
My time is valuable, you know.
Hello, I seek entrance.
Do what?
All non-citizens must accept the required customs check.
Well, I don't have anything.
We must tend to a matter of great importance inside. Perhaps an exception can be made?
All non-citizens must accept the required customs check.
Okay.
If you insist, customs it is. Follow me, Maw Walker.
Not a problem. We will simply follow another plan.
Good to know.
I know the way to whatever you seek.
Al-Dalil would eventually gain entry to Tazavesh and put an end to Solea's scheme. But that is a story for another time.
Oh, thank God.
For now, there is another broker of whom we must speak. Her name was Venari, much like Al-Dalil.
Yeah, I know her.
She worked on her own, and she required our aid.
Please tell me we are not gonna do all the quests, because I would be here for days.
Greetings. Eyes open. Always be learning.
Well, let's go to the mall then.
Have you come to trade or to waste your breath?
Kothia is ripe with opportunity. Look at all of these intriguing objects. In anticipation of such wonders, I've come prepared. Let us find a suitable location and establish a more permanent connection between this place and my refuge. Our work together is not yet finished.
Do not draw the jailer's eye.
Okay, so looks like this is the quest we got when we first came here.
This will do. Now, Moonwalker, kindly activate the... it worked. As I knew it would. Oh dear, I seem to have left my bag in that musty cave. Retrieve it for me and we shall depart.
Lazy ass man, unbelievable.
And make this trip more quickly.
Yeah.
Venari was unusual indeed. She resided in the Maw, the darkest, most dangerous part of the realm of death. Still, an alliance was built with her over time. And although it was unlikely she would call anyone friend, those that did her the most favors were the ones most favored in turn.
If there's one thing I really liked about Shadowlands, it was the power of Torgash. That was really cool. I'm really sad they do not do that anymore.
There you are. I trust my bag isn't too heavy for you. Come along then. We have much to do. I have limitless time.
Here's your stupid bag.
A worthwhile trip that has opened so many possibilities.
Venari digs through the heavy bag and pulls out a few unusual objects.
Return only if you must.
Interesting. Horror sequences and an ethereal cloak. You hang on to those. I have a suspicion they will prove useful. And something special for me as well, if I'm not mistaken. And I so rarely am. This is a projection mechanism. Very handy. And what's this? A transportation device of some kind. We should test it immediately. By we, of course, I mean you.
Procure something of value. I trust you are not. This is no time for idle chatter, Moonwalker. Come. We have much to do. You were transparent, yes?
I forgot all about that stuff here.
Interesting.
Yeah, very.
I've made an adjustment to the device to modify the destination coordinates.
What is the point? Why am I doing these quests? They do not add anything to the story. It's just random stuff from Shadowlands now.
You to try again. This is no time for idle chatter, Moonwalker.
What? Again?
Come. We have much to do.
Okay.
All mysteries will be revealed. I will detain you no longer.
How does today find you? Tread lightly.
Okay. What? And that's the end?
Hello. Every good story needs a hero.
Fascinating indeed. Yeah, totally. What? Jesus Christ.
Tread.
Oh? Who is this?
Joe, you're wasting my time.
Tale and pertinent. Venari has need of your aid, hero. I have your attention.
At last. I apologize for interrupting your conversation, mortal, but it was your discussion. that drew Venari's attention. She hears much, after all, especially when her name is involved. I have been sent with an object for you to deliver to Locust Walker. He is an ethereal that dwells within Telegrus Rift. I believe the Void Elves of your world also reside there. There is no need to travel. I will provide a portal to where you must go. Will you assist her in this task?
Yes, I do not recommend you keep her waiting.
This is probably kind of a small intro quest to patch 11.2 or something. Hello? Why do I need to kill random people now? Weird. Anyway, hello?
What is that you carry, mortal?
A delivery for me? This is most curious. Very well. Let me have it then. And you have my thanks for helping fend off the Shadow Guard.
Embrace the void, lest it consume.
A broker sent you with this device, and they were sent to you by Venari? So this does not bode well.
Oh, as I suspected. The Shadow Guard are after you as well?
I have not seen you since the destruction of our world, as I preferred it.
Such fangs, Locust Walker. You wound me. Yet unfortunate as it may be, it seems we must work together one last time. Come, we have much to discuss. As for you, my capable courier, return to your storyteller with my thanks.
The Ethereals and the Brokers both hail from Karesh? Is it possible they were once one people? Oh, fascinating. Although the Ethereals are not the most forthcoming, their history is one of survival in the face of horrors beyond imagining. Their world was destroyed, yet they still managed to thrive. Perhaps one day we will learn more of their story. But for now, we must admire their resilience and strive for it ourselves. And now, I shall add this final chapter you uncovered to my tale. Oh, thank you, my friend.
Hello, eyes open. Always be learning.
Well, alright. First of all, I really like this. And I hope they will expand on these law walking campaigns more in the future. Really nice, really good idea. However, this one, it just shows just how utterly weak everything about this patch is. It's just something, they took a random thing out of an expansion and blew it up, and it just makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. I'm not a fan of this. So yeah, I did also get some junk gear. Well, I mean, it unlocks transmog, so Sure. Yeah, alright. Obviously, it's now too late to start Arthas, and also, I mean, I know all about Arthas, so there isn't anything I really need to know right now. I am not quite sure what I will be doing about the last one. First of all, I am pretty sure, unless I see something interesting, I will not be back for Legion Remix. It's just an event. You know, when I first heard about Legion Remix, I kind of expected it to be Legion Classic thing, but it really isn't. It's just an event. So I want to do that on my own, speed through the content, and then unlock everything I cannot unlock outside of Legion Remix. So that leaves me with only one small patch. That's gonna be 11.2.7. It's probably gonna contain a small intro quest. Hey, rude. Into Midnight. And I assume that's probably gonna be very short, so I'm probably gonna keep the Arthas campaign until then and do that as well. Because, I mean, it's gonna be more epic than anything this expansion is gonna have at the end anyway. So, might as well end with the Lich King. Yeah, until then I will probably do a little bit of the weekly stuff and Legion Remix. I'm actually quite excited about Legion Remix. Much more excited about it than anything in this patch. If it's gonna be good, we'll see. That's it for today. I will see you next time.